Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we have some pretty crazy news. I never expected to see something like this. It seems pretty far-fetched, right? Because I don't think we've ever really seen something like this in particular. This is some pretty new kind of development, especially for a company that was basically founded in a couple of bedrooms over Xbox Live, right? So, if you haven't heard, FaZe Clan is officially going to become a publicly traded company. It recently was just valued at roughly $1 billion in its new merger with a special purpose acquisition company. And this is incredible news, and it's also kind of weird at the same time. So obviously, most of you know who or what FaZe Clan is. You may watch some of the FaZe Clan members. I know many of them have been extremely popular in the online world for probably close to a decade now. And ever since it really became a thing, FaZe Clan has just been rapidly expanding. It's constantly at the forefront of esports and the gaming industry in general. It was one of the first massive groups to really kind of pop up on YouTube and turn it into a legitimate business. And now you have to think it's a $1 billion company and it's going to become publicly traded in a matter of just a few weeks. So FaZe Clan kind of really popped on the scene starting with trick-shotting videos and Call of Duty gameplays, and then kind of expanded into vlogging and other forms of content, and has now expanded as a business so much that they've had partnerships with companies like McDonald's, released their own limited merchandise drops that have sold out, and has amassed a network of roughly 350 million followers across the internet, which, if you look at that number, is larger than the population of the United States of America, which is pretty impressive, right? Youth-focused online platform FaZe Clan Incorporated is combining with a special purpose acquisition company to go public with a roughly $1 billion valuation, the company said. Based in Los Angeles, FaZe Clan markets itself as a leading online gaming company and a brand created by young people that targets millennials and Gen Z consumers. Its business includes esports, merchandise, and digital content. The company's website says that FaZe Clan has a global reach to a community of roughly 350 million people across its social media platforms. FaZe Clan was founded in 2010 and has partnerships with large brands such as McDonald's Corporation and Totino's Pizza Rolls, which is owned by General Mills Incorporated, that are hoping to reach younger consumers. The company is merging with the SPAC B. Riley Principal 150 Merger Corporation, a blank check company backed by B. Riley Financial Incorporated. The Wall Street Journal previously reported the two sides were nearing an agreement. As of me reading this information and looking at the monitor I have dedicated to stocks right now, I'm looking at this company and they're currently trading at nearly 13% gains on the day. The stock is currently valued at around $11, which is a rise of about $1.20 since trading began this morning. That's a pretty goddamn incredible jump, obviously. This happens a little bit in stocks where, a stock will jump up, sometimes even double-digit gains in a day, but one of the things that needs to be noted is the long-term performance of this stock and, of course, of FaZe Clan as a company still need to be evaluated because, let's be real here, right? I'm not going to say it's easy to run FaZe Clan. It's definitely got to be a hard business venture to run. You're networked with 350 million people across your platforms. You're one of the largest esports organizations, not only of all time, but even currently. It's not a hard thing to assume that FaZe Clan was going to keep expanding as a business and kind of keep trying to grow and network and reach more. That's just what businesses do. So I'm not totally surprised, I guess, that they're going public, but it is still kind of news when you consider just what exactly FaZe Clan is. FaZe Clan literally came from Modern Warfare 2 trick shot montages with Logic before the rapper was even famous, to becoming a billion-dollar company within the matter of, a decade? Barely over a decade. They were founded in 2010. It's 2021. Within 11 years, they went from some guys playing Xbox Live in their bedrooms to literally being a billion-dollar company. The success story is one that it's pretty heartwarming to a certain extent. It's incredible. You just never could have predicted something like this, man. If you'd have came up to me in 2006 in elementary school and been like, yo, Optimus, man, do you ever think that some people who play video games will go on to lead a video game company to be a billion-dollar company? If my fucking kid brain could even wrap what that meant around myself, I would probably have told you, no, I don't believe that. Back when I was playing a PlayStation 2 and a GameCube, video games and the industry was a completely different thing. I was kind of born at that time where geek culture went from being like, something you got made fun of in school for to being kind of like the norm, right? So I've been pretty fortunate enough as someone who loves video games and video game culture to kind of witness the rise of companies like this. Fast-growing digital platforms have flocked to SPAC deals recently to raise large sums of money and increase brand awareness by going public. In the past few years, sports betting firm DraftKings Incorporated, mobile gaming firm Skills Incorporated, and digital media platform BuzzFeed Incorporated have completed or announced similar mergers. Quote, "The big opportunity is that our direct relationship with the massive audience we have," Lee Trink, the CEO of FaZe Clan, said in an interview. Quote, "It's a very large, very vibrant community that we're deeply rooted in. Personalities who create content for FaZe Clan include professional athletes Kyler Murray and Ben Simmons. The singer Pitbull and several other sports and entertainment figures are among the company's investors. As part of the SPAC deal, FaZe Clan is raising about $120 million through a private investment in public equity, or PIPE, announced with the merger, or associated with the merger, my fault. So, of course, there is some warning signs being flashed here, of course, because, well, first and foremost, this BRPM company, which, of course, is a special acquisition company, when you look at the volume, which is essentially the amount of stock traded in this company day over day, for instance, in the days leading up to this, right, they were trading like a couple thousand shares a day, right? But as of just today, they have traded almost 12 million shares of this. When I began monitoring it, they had sold about 11,300,000, and as of me recording this audio, they have sold about 650,000 after the 11 million. So 11,650,000, and literally every second they're selling about 1,000 and a half, maybe 1,500 shares. Okay, so they're going from about 1,000 to 1,500 shares a second. They were kind of pulling just that in a few days, basically, right? They were pulling like maybe 2,000-3,000 shares every day for a while there. So, this is a massive explosion in trading, obviously surrounding the news. And then, of course, you have to wonder what FaZe Clan is going to do long term, right? Like, now that they're a billion-dollar company, are they changing up the game plan? Are they going to continue to just do what they've been doing? Because this is a pretty massive move, right? This is a major move. You're stepping onto the public markets. The public can buy into your company now. And with that influx of money, I have to wonder what FaZe Clan has in the works to kind of not only spend that money growing their company, but making it worthwhile for investors to spend money into it. Now, me personally, I may throw just a little bit of money into FaZe Clan. Nothing that's going to destroy my portfolio or anything, just to kind of see what happens with it, just a little 50-50 or whatever. But you also have to consider that just a few weeks ago, basically, FaZe Clan was embroiled in a massive controversy when it came to publicly traded assets. FaZe Clan was basically in the news for a while because I don't know if it was multiple of the members. I know at least one person in FaZe Clan was selling a shady cryptocurrency, and this is something that's been kind of an unfortunate trend in the last year, okay, for these influencers, YouTubers, streamers, people in the entertainment industry to start selling these cryptocurrencies that they know nothing about, have no interest in except for making, as much money as they can as quickly as possible. And it led to a pretty huge controversy because the coin basically ended up being a big ripoff, and FaZe Clan obviously looked like they had some egg on their face because, well, when you got members of your group promoting shady cryptocurrencies, people are going to call you out. So I'm not sure if that's going to turn people off from buying shares of FaZe Clan. I'm not sure if the news that happened was large enough to really affect this news, but an SPAC is a shell firm that raises money and begins trading on a stock exchange to merge with a private company and take it public. The private company then replaces the SPAC in the stock market. SPAC deals have exploded in the past year, in part because they allow startups such as FaZe Clan to make business projections that aren't allowed in traditional initial public offerings. FaZe Clan projects this year's expected sales of roughly $50 million will grow rapidly in the years ahead. The company is unique because it can expand without burning much cash, said Dan Shribman, the B. Riley SPAC's CEO. And this is kind of what makes FaZe Clan so unique. Obviously, when you're starting a traditional business, you're starting let's say you're starting a lemonade stand. You have to have money for all of the initial costs, all the marketing, all the business operations, to pay the staff, right? You got all kinds of things you have to pay for. But obviously, FaZe Clan has been a lot different. Within their 10 years, basically, they started from YouTube. They gained an audience by being really good at video games. They built up a following of millions of people by being really good and really funny with video games. They expanded their content to include, vlogging and things like that, and they added even more people into their fandom. And over the years, their esport teams have been very successful. They have won dozens of events across multiple games at this point, and they're constantly just doing good in all these different ways, but the ways that they expand aren't like a traditional business. You own a lemonade stand, the only real way to expand you got to open another lemonade stand, right? You got to pour all of this money into it. You got to dump all of your resources and time and effort into it. It's a full-on commitment, but in FaZe Clan, expansion can simply have meant, hey, we're adding another member to the sniping team. This guy's going to get us 40 million views in the next year with his content, right? That's how they expanded. And now, of course, now that they're a legitimate business, and they're making these deals with like McDonald's and General Mills and stuff, that's different, of course, but FaZe Clan is just unique because they operate and grow completely differently than the average company. So if you're looking for stock advice here, man, I can't tell you, okay? I don't know the long-term success of FaZe Clan. I mean, I would love to think that with, the rapid growth of esports, constantly every year just doubling, well, I don't know if it's doubling, but just constantly growing and growing and growing, I would love to think that FaZe Clan, with all of the holdings that they have in esports and in gaming and in entertainment, which are all growing, that hopefully they will continue to grow and flourish as a company. However, it really just comes down a lot to the leadership, what they have planned in the coming years now that they're coming public, and just what's going to happen with them. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, but this is pretty crazy news. Once again, I just can't imagine how stunned people would be if you went back to the MW2 days and were like, hey, in 10 years, FaZe Clan becomes a publicly traded company and is worth $1 billion. I feel like people would shit their pants. Anyways, with that being said though, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch @sub2Optimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, just watching FaZe Clan and signing out.